Hi home barista, so welcome to another episode. So for this video we're going to talk about how to use the Breville Bambino Plus for the advanced user. This is the part 2 episode, so if you missed the part 1, it's the Breville Bambino Plus for the beginners, so check out the description below. The previous episode covers all automatic brewing and steaming your milk, while this episode covers using the single wall double shot basket, how to perform a manual shot, and how to properly steam your milk manually using the Breville Bambino Plus. Let's now prepare the machine. So I already filled the water tank with drinking water or filtered water. Then close with the lid. Alright, so from a pressurized basket, we are now going to switch with the single wall double shot basket. On your left is the pressurized basket or the dual wall basket, and the right is the single wall basket. Alright, so for the single wall double shot basket, it is important that the coffee beans that you will use is freshly roasted, ideally from 1 week to 3 weeks from the roasting date. This model, the Bambino Plus, does not warm up your group head, portafilter, and your basket. So you need to perform some couple of blank shots. So for my case, I ran a double shot blank shot. Since this espresso machine does not have a cup warmer, you can also use the blank shot to warm up your cup. Let it sit there for a while we're completing the pack preparation. Let's now turn on the digital weighing scale. Place the dosing cup to your weighing scale, then press stir button to zero it out. Here's my vacuum container to keep my coffee beans stay fresh longer. For these coffee beans, my dose for this recipe is 16 grams. Usually for dark roasted beans, I use 16 grams to 17 grams of coffee beans. While for medium roast, I use 18 grams to 19 grams. Maybe this is one of the most asked questions why I put some mist of water to my coffee beans. Basically, this method is to reduce the static issue on your grinder. You will notice this problem if you're experiencing retention issue. Sometimes the coffee ground sticks to the grinder chute, and sometimes your coffee ground sticks to your dosing cup when you transfer it to portafilter. My recommendation is just add 1 or 2 mists of water to your coffee beans. That's enough for your retention issue. Then give it a shake for a few seconds. Then transfer the coffee beans to your grinder. A quick cleanup for the dosing cup, then turn on. Alright, so the coffee ground is now ready. Let's now remove the portafilter from the espresso machine. If you'll notice, there are still water remaining in the basket, so you need to dispose it in the latte cup. Then keep the portafilter dry. It's important that your portafilter is really hot, so you will only need to remove the portafilter once you're ready to transfer the coffee ground, or if you like to grind your beans directly to the portafilter. So here's the trick. Place the portafilter on top of the dosing cup and turn it upside down. Then tap it a few times to settle the coffee grounds. Now let's use the dosing ring or dosing panel and place it on top of the basket. I have here a WDT tool. or waste distribution technique. It helps to break up the clumps and distribute evenly the coffee grounds to your basket. It also helps to ensure you have a consistent and uniform extraction. Make sure you are distributing the coffee grounds from the bottom of the basket up to the top. Then give it a couple of taps to settle the coffee grounds. Here's another distribution tool. This is optional, but I like to polish the top of my coffee pack before I use the tamper. Then give it a firm tap, not too soft, not too hard. It's also important to clean up the edges of the basket. So the portafilter is now ready. Before I insert the portafilter, I give it a quick flush. Now insert the portafilter and dispose the water from the latte cup. Place the weighing scale on top of the drip tray. Make sure the espresso machine does not touch the back of the weighing scale. Then place your latte cup on top of the weighing scale. Turn on the weighing scale. Make sure your weighing scale is set to 0. Now press and hold the double shot button for 7 to 8 seconds, and at the same time press the weighing scale to start. The first 7 to 8 seconds is what you call the bread fusion. Then release after 7 to 8 seconds. So for this recipe, we have 16 grams of coffee grounds. So 1:2 for the ratio. We are going to aim about 32 grams of espresso or your yield and see how long it takes to brew. For brewing time, the ideal is 25 to 30 seconds. Then stop the shot when it's about 32 grams by pressing again the double shot button. It's 34 grams in 38 seconds, so it's a bit slow, so we're going to adjust the coffee grinder. So this process is what we call calibration or dial in your coffee beans. So I'm going to grind coarser, so one step larger from grind size 15 to 16 in my grinder. Alright, so we are going to repeat the process, warming up the espresso machine and complete the pack preparation. Alright, so here's the second shot. So make sure your weighing scale is set to 0 by pressing the tare button. Press and hold the double shot button for 7 to 8 seconds and press the weighing scale to start the time. Then release the double shot button. So for this second shot, and this is applicable for a dual spout filter filter, we're going to stop the shot a few grams before the 32 grams. So we're going to stop at 29 grams. Okay, so here's your shot. Almost 33 grams in 31 seconds. So this one is the ideal shot. Basically, if the extraction is too fast, like less than 25 seconds, you can grind finer. And if it's slower, like more than 30 seconds, you can grind coarser. So for the ratio, this is the starting guideline. So for dark roast, I use 1:2 ratio. So if I have a 16 grams of coffee grounds, then I have 32 grams of espresso or your yield. And still, you need to adjust according to your taste preference. So from the previous episode, I show you how to steam your milk automatically. So for this episode, going to teach you how to steam your milk manually. One of the upgrades you can make is to replace the Breville milk jug with a better one for Latte Art. So this is optional if you like to learn more about basic latte art. Okay, so the latte cup is 250 ml. So I will steam the same amount of milk. Start to purge the steaming one to reduce the condensed water. So we are aiming a dry steam before we start the steaming. Alright, so my suggestion is rest the steaming one to your milk jug spout. Then the steaming one tip at the center of the milk jug and submerge. Then a little tilt to the left or right, which one is your preference. I repeat again. Let's start to steam by pressing the steam button. Alright, so the first step is to find your vortex. Your milk should spin in a circular motion. The sound is like this. You are not yet adding air to your milk. Okay, second step is to add air to your milk by lowering your milk jug a little bit. Then third step, stop adding air to your milk by moving the milk jug up. Alright, so just keep on this position. So the fourth step is to checking the milk temperature. So if I cannot touch the bottom of the milk jug for 3 seconds, that means this is around 55 degrees Celsius. So I will steam another 10 seconds to make it 65 degrees Celsius, which is the standard in a cafe. Then after 10 seconds, press again the steam button to stop the steaming. Okay, let's now check the milk temperature using my digital thermometer. It's 64 degrees Celsius, almost 65. If you like your latte extra hot, you can steam up to 70 degrees Celsius, thus steam another 5 seconds. Then to clean your steaming one tip, just use a damp towel or paper towel. Then put the steaming one down. So this Bambino Plus has automatic purging, so you don't need to manually purge the steaming one tip. Okay, so how to pour your steam milk to your espresso? So basically, you need to perform a few taps to your milk jug and spin. Tapping removes any bubbles and spinning makes your steam milk smooth and uniform. You do the same steps for your espresso. If you find some bubbles, you tap it and spin. Then keep your milk jug spinning. Then you need to tilt your latte cup. Then start from a distance. Then pour your milk at the center of the latte cup. When it's about half of the cup, lower your milk jug. This will create pattern when you lower your milk jug spout to your espresso. Then lift up your milk jug and cut through. Here's your basic latte art, a heart. Let's turn off now the machine by pressing the single shot and steam one button at the same time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode.